Let's get real for a second. Dating in 2025 is a whole different world. Technology has evolved at lightning speed. Our social circles are more scattered and more digital than ever, and the way we communicate has completely shifted. With so many distractions, from viral challenges to new dating apps popping up every month, keeping someone's interest can feel like trying to hold on to sand at the beach. But here's the thing, human nature hasn't changed. Beneath all the gadgets and filters, we still crave that genuine spark, the thrill of the chase, and the excitement of building a real connection. That's exactly why today I'm going to share 10 secrets that will ignite her curiosity and draw her toward you, so strongly in fact, that she'll be the one blowing up your phone, wanting to make plans, and asking you for more. Now these secrets aren't about manipulation or cheap mind games. They're about becoming so magnetic and authentically confident that she naturally wants to be part of your world. Think of it as a blueprint for modern dating success, one that combines timeless principles with the latest trends and realities of 2025. The last secret is by far the most useful. You do not want to miss it. Let's dive in. Secret number 1. Cultivate an aura of purpose. The first step to getting her to chase you is to have a crystal clear sense of purpose in your life. It might sound lofty, but in the end, what it really means is that you're working towards something, whether it's a passion project, a business venture, or a meaningful side hustle. Women in 2025 are looking for men who have genuine goals, not someone who's just drifting from one day to the next. But why does purpose matter? Simple. If you're actively chasing your own ambitions, you won't feel the need to chase her approval constantly. Your focus is on your growth, your progress, and creating a life you love. That self-driven energy is incredibly attractive because it shows you respect your time and you have momentum. Here is a real-life example. Think about a friend who's always talking about building his own brand or launching a personal project but never actually starts. Women might find him initially interesting, he's got ideas, but eventually they sense he's stuck in the dreaming stage. Contrast that with another friend who quietly takes a course on web design, lands a few freelance gigs, and starts building an online boutique. That friend radiates a grounded ambition, and you can bet women around him notice. They see he's passionate, organized, and constantly evolving. With a clear sense of purpose guiding you, your time becomes more valuable. Next, let's explore how to balance that limited availability in a way that both respects your goals and piques her interest. Secret number 2, the art of minimal availability. Once you're fueled by your own goals and aspirations, you need to master the art of minimal availability. This doesn't mean ignoring her texts or ghosting her for days. It means recognizing that your time is valuable and not always dropping everything whenever she calls or messages. If you show her that every second of your schedule is open for her, you risk coming across as too eager or even desperate. Instead, keep a portion of your calendar sacred for your own pursuits: gym time, work, hobbies, meetups with friends, or anything else that enriches your life. By doing this, you're telling her, I'm interested in you, but I also have a life I care about. That balance sparks curiosity and respect. Here is a real-life example. Let's say you're in the middle of prepping a presentation for your startup's pitch competition. She texts you, "Want to grab dinner tonight?" You look at the clock. It's 6 p.m. and your pitch deck is only halfway done. Now, if you always ditch your goals to meet up, she might sense you don't take your work seriously. But if you respond with, "Hey, I'd love to, but I'm caught up in a project. How about tomorrow at 7? You're showing her that while you're genuinely interested, you also keep your commitments to yourself. Knowing how to manage your availability sets the stage. But what happens when you decide to engage? Let's shift our focus to digital communication, the very channel that can make or break modern connections. Secret number 3, mastering digital communication. In 2025, digital communication isn't just a convenience. It's practically the backbone of how we connect. From texting to voice notes to FaceTime, every interaction helps or hurts the way she perceives you. So, you've got to master digital communication. First, avoid turning every conversation into a rambling monologue. Keep your messages concise and meaningful. Show genuine curiosity about her life, but don't interrogate her. Second, don't be afraid to use voice notes. Hearing your tone, your confidence, and even a bit of laughter can do wonders for building a personal connection. Finally, remember that emojis, GIFs, and memes can add fun. Just use them wisely. If she's teasing you playfully, you can reflect that energy back. But if every message from you is an over-the-top emoji explosion, it might come across as immature. Here is a real-life example. Say you've been chatting with someone you just met at a mutual friend's party. Instead of a bland text like, "Hey, how are you?" you send a short voice note. "Hey, hope your day's going great. That conversation we had about the new NFT art show was so interesting. I looked it up. Turns out they're hosting a virtual gallery this weekend. Would love to check it out with you, either online or in person if you're free." You're keeping it personal. You're referencing a prior conversation, and you're moving things forward. That's a trifecta that keeps her engaged. Crafting compelling messages can capture her attention, but talk without action quickly loses its impact. That's why it's essential to back up your words with genuine deeds. Secret number 4. Show, don't tell. Anyone can say they're adventurous, thoughtful, or passionate, but if you're all talk with no follow-through, she'll sense the emptiness behind your words. Showing her who you are can be as simple as inviting her to activities that reflect your interests. If you say you love to cook, actually cook her a meal. If you say you're passionate about giving back to the community, volunteer somewhere regularly and mention your experiences. Authenticity is about demonstration, not proclamation. Here is a real-life example. I had a buddy named Raj who constantly told women how much he cared about the environment. But when you opened his car, it was overflowing with plastic bottles, fast food wrappers, and receipts. It was obvious he wasn't really practicing what he preached. Eventually, a woman he was dating called him out. He lost credibility instantly. Contrast that with another friend, Tony, who quietly participated in a monthly beach cleanup. He didn't go around bragging about it, he just did it. Eventually, he invited someone he was interested in to join. She was impressed not because he said he was eco-conscious, but because she witnessed him living those values. When your actions align with your words, people begin to notice, and that outside perspective can either bolster or undermine your attractiveness. Let's uncover how your reputation can work for you. Secret number 5. Build social proof. Alright, once you're living your truth, people around you will notice. This is where social proof comes into play. Social proof basically means you have a positive reputation in your peer group, your professional circle, or your online community. When she sees that you're well-liked, respected, or admired by others, she'll naturally become more curious about you. Keep your social media profiles authentic and positive. Avoid overly negative posts or excessive bragging. At social events, be the person who makes introductions, fosters a warm atmosphere, and genuinely connects people. If you have achievements, like launching a new product, winning an award, or finishing a notable project, share them in a humble way. Here is a real-life example. Imagine you throw a small get-together at your place. You introduce her to your circle of friends, and they start telling funny, uplifting stories about you. Maybe how you stayed up all night helping someone meet a work deadline or volunteered to drive a friend to the airport at 5 a.m. These little anecdotes reveal your character. She's hearing it from other people, so it carries more weight. Conversely, if your friends were to complain about you being unreliable or a drama magnet, that'd instantly destroy any romantic interest. So keep in mind that how you treat others will eventually get back to her, good or bad. You can have an impressive circle of admirers, but it's all meaningless if you fail to connect with her emotions. Let's explore the cornerstone of true connection. Secret number 6. Embrace emotional intelligence. Even if you're a social rock star, none of that will matter if you can't connect on a deeper level. That's where emotional intelligence comes in. Being emotionally intelligent means understanding your own feelings, empathizing with hers, and navigating conversations with compassion and insight. Why does it matter? Because in 2025, where everything is fast-paced and digital, genuine human connection is becoming a prized commodity. If you can make her feel heard and understood, especially when most people just want to talk about themselves, you'll stand out like a beacon in the night. Here is a real-life example. Let's say she texts you, obviously upset about a bad day at work. The average guy might respond, "That sucks, hope it gets better," and then segue into his own stuff. An emotionally intelligent response would be, "I'm really sorry you're dealing with that. Want to talk about what happened? Or maybe we can do something fun tonight to help you decompress. You tell me." That small but significant shift in how you respond shows you're paying attention to her feelings. You're offering support and solutions without bulldozing her emotions. This creates a sense of safety and mutual respect, an environment in which she's much more likely to open up and invest in you. Staying emotionally attuned is powerful, but it must be balanced with self-respect. Now, let's uncover the importance of standing firm in who you are. Secret number 7, maintain your identity. When you're empathetic and socially adept, it can be easy to fall into the trap of always putting her needs first. But our next secret is to maintain your identity. You are not defined by your relationship status. You are a whole person with hobbies, dreams, and values that must remain intact. Women often test, consciously or not, to see if you stand firm in who you are. If you start bending over backward, abandoning your interests, and changing your values just to accommodate her preferences, that's a red flag. She might not even respect you for it. Here is a real-life example. Imagine you're someone who loves gaming on Friday nights with your close friends. You're dating someone new, and she suggests a Friday night dinner. Rather than immediately canceling on your friends every week, propose a compromise. Alternate which Fridays you'll game versus go out. This small boundary sets a precedent. You respect your friend time, and you also value time with her. Or maybe you're vegetarian, and she's a meat lover. You don't have to switch your diet, just find restaurants that cater to both of you. If she's a keeper, she'll respect your personal choices, especially when you respect hers. When you stand strong in your identity, she's drawn to your self-assurance. Now it's time to add a spark that keeps things exciting. Secret number 8, be a positive challenge. So you have your own interests and emotional intelligence locked in. Now it's time to be a positive challenge. Contrary to outdated dating advice, being a challenge doesn't mean playing hard to get or being rude. It's about having standards, healthy boundaries, and encouraging both of you to bring your best selves to the table. When you're a positive challenge, you encourage her to share her thoughts and opinions, even when they differ from yours. Show that you won't compromise your core values just to keep the peace. Expect her to put in effort too, rather than doing all the heavy lifting yourself. Here is a real-life example. You're planning a spontaneous trip. You've told her about it, and she seems interested, but she's being non-committal. Instead of pestering her or just giving up, you might say, "I'd love for you to come, but I get it if you're busy. I'm heading out on Saturday morning. If you decide to join, just let me know by Thursday." You're not pressuring her, but you're also not begging. You're laying out a clear boundary. If she senses that your life is moving forward with or without her, it can spark that competitive streak in her. She'll want to be part of the fun. That's how being a positive challenge creates a dynamic where she's motivated to invest in you. But to maintain this vibe consistently, you need a solid foundation of confidence. Let's explore how self-care can elevate your confidence to the next level. Secret number 9, confidence through self-care. Confidence isn't just an attitude, it's also the result of taking care of yourself on every level. That's why self-care is our 9th secret. It's the routine you follow, the food you eat, the exercise you do, and the mental health practices you keep up. All these elements create an inner stability that radiates outward. Physical self-care. Find a workout routine you enjoy, whether it's resistance training, running, or a dance class. Proper sleep, grooming, and a balanced diet are non-negotiables. Mental self-care. Journal, meditate, or see a therapist. Process your thoughts and emotions so you're not lashing out or bottling up stress. Financial self-care. Budget effectively. When your finances are under control, you're less anxious, and that calm confidence shows. Here is a real-life example. Consider Jack, who used to wake up 15 minutes before work, scarf down junk food, and rush out the door. He was always frazzled, always anxious, and it showed in his dating life. After a rough breakup, he decided to change. He started waking up earlier, doing a quick workout, and making a healthy breakfast. He even took a course on personal finance to manage his money better. Within a few months, his whole vibe changed. Women picked up on his more grounded energy, and he found himself being approached more often, without even trying. That's the power of self-care. And when you're feeling good from the inside out, showing genuine appreciation to others becomes the natural next step. Secret number 10. Show genuine appreciation. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, where we're constantly swiping, scrolling, and multitasking, simple gratitude can stand out like a shining star. When you appreciate someone's effort, intellect, humor, or kindness, you validate who they are. That validation is incredibly powerful. Be specific. Instead of, "You're nice," say something like, "You have a way of making everyone around you feel comfortable, and that's really special." Recognize her uniqueness. If she's into a certain hobby or a unique career path, show curiosity. Ask questions and acknowledge the passion it takes. Respect her time and attention. Thank her for making the time to meet or talk, especially when everyone is juggling busy schedules. Here is a real-life example. Let's say she recommends a new cafe. You both go, and it ends up being an amazing spot with killer ambiance and fantastic coffee. When you finish, tell her, "Wow, this place is awesome. I'm so glad you introduced me to it. You've got a knack for finding hidden gems." That little bit of specific praise goes a long way. Another scenario, maybe she's just landed a new job or nailed a big presentation at work. Don't just say, "Congrats." Show that you care about what it took for her to get there. "That must have taken so much prep work. I'm really impressed by your dedication and skills." When you show sincere appreciation, you create an emotional bond that's hard to resist. People yearn for genuine recognition. Offer it wholeheartedly, and you'll become the person she actually wants to invest more in and chase. These 10 secrets, when applied together, form an unstoppable recipe for attraction in the fast-paced dating world of 2025. But remember, these aren't cheap tricks. They're principles that help you become a more engaged, confident, and thoughtful person. When you commit to improving yourself, mentally, emotionally, and socially, you naturally draw high-caliber people into your orbit. That's the real magic behind getting her to chase you. She'll sense you're a man on a mission, someone who values authenticity and connection, and that's a rare find in any decade. So, if you found value in these secrets, go out there and put them into practice. Make small, consistent changes in your daily life and watch how your interactions with women and people in general transform. If you liked this video, consider subscribing for more insights into relationships, personal growth, and creating a life so fulfilling that the right people can't help but want to be part of it. Thank you for watching. Keep chasing your purpose, stay confident in who you are, and let the right woman discover how truly remarkable you can be. Until next time, live boldly and love deeply.